Hello and welcome to Easy English Chats. I'm Eva.
And I'm Paul. This podcast is for people who are learning English and want to practice by listening to real, natural conversations.
That's right. We just talk like two normal people talking about everyday things. And today we have a really fun topic.
I wouldn't say fun exactly.
Okay, maybe a little painful.
Today, we are talking about learning a new skill and the struggle, the hard parts, the moment when you want to give up.
Yes, because both Paul and I are currently trying to learn something new, and honestly, it's not going very well.
Speak for yourself.
I am speaking for myself, and also for you.
Fair enough. Okay, so before we get into our stories, let me just say, if you are learning English right now, you are going to relate to this episode a lot, because learning anything new is hard.
It really is, and we think it's important to be honest about that. So that's what we're going to do today. No pretending, oh, it was easy. Just the real experience.
All right, let's get into it. Eva, why don't you go first? What are you trying to learn?
Okay, so I am trying to learn Spanish.
Oh, wow. A language learner who is also a language teacher. I love that.
Yes, and let me tell you, it gives me so much empathy for our listeners because I had completely forgotten how hard it is to learn a language from zero.
When did you start?
About 6 months ago. I downloaded an app, I started doing little lessons every day, and I thought this is easy. I'm getting so good.
The beginner confidence.
Exactly. For the first 2 months, I felt amazing. I was learning new words, I could say basic things, but then, suddenly, it got really hard.
What happened?
Grammar. The grammar happened.
Oh, no.
In Spanish, you have to change the verb ending depending on who is speaking. So I eat is como, but you eat is comes, and he eats is come.
That does sound confusing.
It's very confusing, and I kept making mistakes. Every time I thought I understood, I would make a new mistake, and I started to feel really frustrated.
I think a lot of listeners will know that feeling.
I really hope so, because I started to think, maybe I'm just bad at languages, and that's such a negative thought, and a wrong thought, but it felt very real at the time.
Did you feel like giving up?
Honestly, yes. There were a few weeks when I stopped practicing completely. I just didn't open the app. I didn't want to feel stupid.
But you came back to it.
I did, and what helped me was changing my attitude. I stopped trying to be perfect. I started just trying to say things, even if they were wrong. And slowly, it started to feel better.
That is such good advice for any skill, I think.
Exactly. You have to be okay with making mistakes. You have to be patient with yourself, which is hard, but it's so important.
So where are you now with your Spanish?
I can have a simple conversation. If someone speaks slowly, I can understand most of it, and I can reply with a lot of mistakes, but I can reply.
That is real progress, Eva. You should be proud of that.
I am proud of it, even though it took much longer than I expected.
Which is normal, right?
Completely normal. Okay, Paul, your turn. What are you learning?
I am learning to play the guitar.
Oh, how long have you been doing that?
8 months.
And how is it going?
My fingers hurt constantly.
Is that your whole review?
No, okay, I'll give you more. So, I always wanted to play guitar. I had this dream. I'm sitting by a campfire, playing a song. Everyone is listening and thinking, wow, Paul is so cool.
That is a very specific dream.
It's a good dream, but the reality is very, very different.
Tell me about the reality.
The reality is that at the beginning, your fingers are very soft, and guitar strings are metal, and pressing down on them, it hurts so much.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, and so over time, you have to build up what's called calluses. That's hard skin on your fingertips, but it takes weeks.
So for weeks, you were just in pain?
In pain and also sounding terrible, because when you press the strings in the wrong place, the note doesn't ring clearly. It makes this kind of dead, buzzing sound.
That doesn't sound very campfire ready.
Definitely not campfire ready. And the chords, learning chords is hard. A chord is when you press multiple strings at the same time. Your hand has to make the shape and then quickly change to a different shape for the next chord.
And your hand doesn't want to do that.
My hand absolutely did not want to do that. In the beginning, switching between two chords would take me maybe 5 seconds, which is way too slow for any song.
How slow is it now?
Now, about 1 second, sometimes less.
Oh, so you've improved a lot.
I have, but I couldn't see it while it was happening. That's the thing about learning a skill. You do a little bit every day, so it's very hard to notice your own progress.
Oh, that's such a good point. It's like when you see someone every day, you don't notice if they grow taller, but if you see them after 1 year.
Exactly. It's the same with skills. You need to look back at where you started to really appreciate how far you've come.
Did you ever feel like giving up?
Many times. There was one week, I think it was around month 3, where I could not get one particular chord change right. G to C, if anyone knows guitar. And I practiced every single day, and every day I made the same mistake.
That sounds so frustrating.
It was. And I remember thinking, maybe I'm too old for this, which is funny because I'm not even that old.
How old are you, Paul?
I'm 34, not old at all, but your brain starts to believe these things when you're frustrated.
It's that little voice in your head.
Yes, the voice that says, you're not good enough, this is too hard, just stop. And you have to fight that voice.
How did you fight it?
I watched videos online of other people learning guitar. Not professional musicians, just normal people like me, showing their mistakes, showing their bad days, and seeing their struggles made me feel less alone.
That's lovely, and that's actually part of why we made this podcast, to show that normal people have normal struggles, and that's okay.
Exactly. And for our listeners, if you are learning English and some days it feels hard and some days you feel slow or stupid, you are not alone. Every single person learning a language has felt that way.
Every single one. The frustration is part of the process. It means you're pushing yourself. It means you're growing.
And the fact that you're listening to this right now, a full podcast in English, that is genuinely impressive. Really.
It really is. So please don't be too hard on yourself.
Can I say one more thing about the guitar?
Of course.
Last month, I played a song for the first time. A real song, all the way through from start to finish.
No, which song?
Wonderwall by Oasis.
Oh, that's a classic.
I know, it's a bit of a cliche for guitar learners, but I played the whole thing, and at the end I just sat there and I felt happy. Really, genuinely happy.
I feel a little emotional just hearing that.
It was a moment. After 8 months of sore fingers and bad noises and wanting to quit, there was this one moment of, I did it.
And that feeling is why we keep going.
That's exactly why we keep going.
The struggle is worth it.
100%. And I think the key is just to keep showing up, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. Just do a little bit every day.
Small steps, consistent effort.
Yes, even 5 minutes is better than nothing. And 5 minutes every day adds up to something real.
It really does. Okay, one last question. If you could give just one piece of advice to someone who is starting to learn something new, what would it be?
Just one?
Just one.
Okay. I would say expect it to be hard and don't let that stop you. If you go in thinking it will be easy, then when it gets hard, you think something is wrong with you. But if you go in knowing it will be a struggle, then the struggle is just part of the journey.
That is beautifully said. Okay, my one piece of advice. Find a community. Find other people who are learning the same thing as you, because learning alone is difficult. Learning with other people, even just listening to other people's experiences, makes it so much better.
And for our listeners learning English, you have a community here. Everyone listening to this podcast is on the same journey.
You are not alone.
Okay, I think that is a lovely place to finish for today.
Yes, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. And I hope maybe you felt a little bit understood, like someone knows what you're going through.
Because learning is hard, but you are doing it, and that matters so much.
If you are learning something new right now, a language, an instrument, a sport, anything, we would love to hear about it.
Yes, leave us a comment or send us a message. Tell us what you're learning and what your biggest challenge is. We read everything.
We really do, and we might even do a follow-up episode about it.
That would be really fun. Okay, thank you so much for listening to Easy English Chats today. We really appreciate you choosing to spend your time with us.
Your English is getting better every single day, even when it doesn't feel like it. We truly believe that.
Small steps every day. That is all it takes.
Take care, everyone.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.